What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. Uh, Happy Friday. We made it. And I'm certainly glad about it too, because I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to kicking back these next couple of days and just relaxing. We got the Sabbath tomorrow and everything. You know, it's time. That's a day of rest. And that's what we're going to do. Also, I don't know how many of y'all into boxing, but tomorrow night is going to be a fight between champion Errol Spence and challenger Mikey Garcia. And it's plain to see, that they're making it about race. Errol Spence Jr., he's a champion, a true champion to his heart. He's maintained his belts and everything. He's a brother and he's down with his, for his craft and everything. But it's like he walks out on the stage. First, Mikey comes out. Mikey's Latino or Mexican or what have you. And he comes out, everybody's cheering, all that old kind of stuff. But see, the thing is this. Mikey Garcia stepped up and he beat, Robert Easter and Andre Broner. And now he's on this little kick, you know what I mean, that he think he can, he gonna challenge Errol Spence Jr. But see, what he's not understanding is this. Errol Spence Jr., you know what I mean, is an upper echelon fighter. You know what I'm saying? More so than Robert Easter and Andre Broner. Those two guys is just not the fighter that Errol Spence Jr. is. And he's finna see that. And now it's all about the great white hope. You know what I mean? Now. And that's what it all boils down to. And then the brother, step out. Errol Spence Jr. come out. And they booing. Just being rude. But like Errol Spence said, the thing is this. The fans can't fight for Mikey. And Mikey gonna learn tomorrow night. So, I'm looking forward to watching that too. But enough said about that stuff. Let's talk about this case right here that took place in Miami, Florida. It says a Miami-Dade, relieved an officer of his duty, right to take down of a woman. They relieved him of his duty because he was too rough, basically, with this lady who called the police, you know what I mean, to assist her because a neighbor threatened her and everything. Let's get into the story so we can see what's going on.
First at noon, a woman is speaking out after cell phone video shows officers getting rough with her during an arrest. She says she called for help when a gun was pulled on her, but when officers arrived, she never expected what would happen next. And now one of those officers has been relieved of duty. CBS 4's Peter Dench is live in Homestead, where he just talked to the woman involved. Peter.
Well, Lauren, we can tell you that Dima Loving, who lives here in Homestead, was arrested after Miami-Dade police say she became belligerent, started screaming, and was interfering with them. But a Miami-Dade police officer has been suspended after new cell phone video shows a violent encounter and Loving being taken down to the sidewalk.
It makes me feel like trash, honestly.
26-year-old Dima Loving says she's horrified that she was roughed up by Miami-Dade police after she was the one who called about a man who pulled a gun on her and a friend.
He just, I don't know, he just attacked me for what reason? I honestly have no idea, Yes, I may have been yelling, but at that time my adrenaline was pumping, Like I said, I had almost lost my life. I was only thinking about my children. Like, all I wanted to do was plug my phone up and call my kids.
On tape, you hear the officers explaining the arrest.
He's giving her orders and saying that he's being disorderly. She needs to calm down.
They shouldn't have done that. There was no reason for anyone to get physical with me. I mean, I feel like I have freedom of speech, whether I was yelling or not. My life was threatened. You have no right to touch me. There's no words to explain how I feel. Honestly, there's no words. Like I say, I cry every day. Like, my life isn't the same.
Miami-Dade Police Director Juan Perez tweeted, "I find the actions depict on the video deeply troubling and in no way reflective of our core values of integrity, respect, service, and fairness.
I pray he doesn't condone that. Like, I just pray that everyone is being trained the right way, because that there was ridiculous. Like it never should have happened. Like, I feel like, I don't know. And for him to be a training officer, how many other times has he gotten away with this?
Now, Director Juan Perez says all officers will be held accountable. Daima Loving is charged with resisting arrest without violence and also disturbing the peace. She told me she's hired an attorney, wants an apology, and may sue. Live in Homestead, Peter Dench, CBS 4 News.
Now that was ridiculous. Did y'all see that shit? See, this kind of situation just never stops, does it? You know, that little beer can made punk ass officer and shit. See, he know what he was doing. He intended on doing that shit. You know, they probably manipulated her to act that way, because now naturally you will get upset if you call the police on someone, you know, and that's doing wrong by you, like she said, and then all of a sudden they looking at you like you could have, you know, initiated and started something. Naturally you're going to get upset. So they probably, you know, intentionally provoked that young lady to act like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know it was something in the mix, but she got everything on cameras, you know, so she just go ahead and sue. You know, she's going for the right thing. So let's get into the story. Okay, it says update on Thursday. Frank Tum was arrested and charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a firearm, according to Miami-Dade Police Department. After his arrest, Tum was transported to the Turner Govert Knight Correctional Center in Miami. I guess the Tum dude, I think he was the one she may have called the police on. See, a woman who called 911 this week to report that a neighbor had threatened her with a shotgun wound up being the one arrested and violently manhandled, according to a video of the incident, for allegedly arguing with the responding officers. It's resulted in police investigation, as well as the officer being relieved of his duties. He should be, you know, he should be. And them other officers that assisted him, they should be relieved of theirs too. You know, they should get some kind of disciplinary action for doing that shit. See, far too many times we've been seeing this kind of thing play out here in this country against our people. It's not cool. See, it all began on the morning of March 5, according to a police report provided to Yahoo Lifestyles by Miami-Dade Police Department, when best friends Daima Tara Loving, 26, and Adriana Green, 22, of Miami were walking past the home of a family friend named Frank Tum, yeah, that's him, who was standing on his porch waiting for food delivery. Frank has known Adriana since she was in diapers, but he's been involving her in a dispute he has with her grandparents, Loving tells Yahoo Lifestyles. Everyone involved attests to a mutual verbal altercation that then took place, but the woman claims Tum pointed a shotgun at her, threatening to shoot. He said he would shoot my burnt black face off. Damn. Loving tells Yahoo Lifestyles. The woman ran down the street and called 911. She was supposed to, see. But Tum, 50, says he doesn't own a firearm. I don't believe in guns. He tells Yahoo Lifestyles, stating that he has been quarreling with Green for 1 year. According to the incident report, an officer notated a shotgun which Tom says referenced as an old golden BB gun in his backyard, which he showed to officers during a property search. The officers tell Yahoo Lifestyles that no weapons were recovered from Tom's home and that he was not arrested or charged with the crime. But if he showed that BB gun to that girl and she's seen it, naturally she gonna think it's a real gun. See, that was intimidation in itself. So, that's some bullshit. He was intimidating at that point. Alfred Gerald, a friend of Tom's, was present, stated that Tom did not have a gun according to the report, but he then retracted his story, siding with the woman. What? When reached for comment by Yahoo Lifestyles, Gerald told by his initial, stood by his initial testimony. Okay. When talking to police, Loving tells Yahoo Lifestyles, I asked if I could go plug in my phone somewhere to check on my 3 children because I was scared and worried. One officer grabbed my arm and started shaking it. Retarded. This is the video we just pretty much watched right here, so I'm not going to play that one, But this is troubling, man. This is ridiculous, to tell you the truth. That's when Green filmed, people. Officer Alejandro Giraldo lunging at Loving, grabbing her arms and pushing her against a chain link fence. He and his partners are seen trying to handcuff Loving, but she kept her body rigid, yelling, "Do not touch me." Giraldo wrapped his arms around Loving's neck and wrestled her to the sidewalk, finally fitting her with handcuffs. Loving was taken to Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center and charged with resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, disturbing the peace. That's bullshit, man. I don't buy none of that, A second police report sent to Yahoo Lifestyle said Loving was acting belligerent and would not obey commands, hindering the investigation into Tom. Loving was upset, very irate, and uncooperative. Refused to calm down during questioning and was therefore arrested, it says. On Thursday, Police Director Juan J. Perez issued a statement. I find the actions depicted on the video deeply troubling and in no way reflective of our core value or integrity, respect, service, and fairness. This is why last week, upon becoming aware of the video posted on social media, an immediate inquiry was initiated, which resulted in the involved officer being relieved of his duty and of his role as a field training officer. An investigation into the entire incident is currently ongoing, and upon its conclusion, I will hold those that violated any of our policies and or procedures accountable for their actions of lack thereof. Loving has an abrasion on her elbow and has reported injuries to her neck and back. Uh-oh. My neck and my back. That's some easy shit right there, Jack. It hurt to talk for 3 days. Yeah, because he strangled her. Yeah, he choked her. Which is a legal chokehold, by the way. You know what I mean? They're not supposed to be doing that. See, that's how they murdered Eric Green. Well, no, Eric Garner. Sorry about that. It was Eric Garner, yeah. She tells Yahoo Lifestyles, the officers should be trained in empathy. I got treated like trash. Boy, I tell you, man, this kind of shit right here, man. They need to do something about, they need to train those so-called officers, to start respecting you know, people who respect them. This is bullshit. I even hate, you know, reading this kind of stuff. A lot of times I get upset, you know. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And this is James, and I'm out. Peace.